Hey guys, Rob Compa here. I play in a band called Dopapod, and I'm here today to tell you guys about the pedal called the TWA Little Dipper. And to put it simply, it's an envelope filter or an auto wah, but there's more to it than that because it actually has two filters that open at different times, which makes it way more vocal and more like a talk box. But there's a lot you can do with it. There's a lot of like hidden features in it. But I'm going to play a little bit for you and then talk about what's in here and give you guys an idea of what's going on. So here we go. So that's more or less what it does, but there's a lot more than what I just did that it can do. So the controls here, this is called the Ascension, and that's pretty much the sensitivity of the filter, how fast it opens. So right now I have it set, you know, pretty high. I find that if I set it too high, it opens too fast for what I like, and it's actually less noticeable. It's kind of neat if you hit a chord and let it ring out, you can hear both those filters open at different times. It's really cool. And then even if you set it, most of the juicy spots lie in the top half up here. But if you set it down here too, it's sort of more like a wah pedal that's halfway up for maybe some like Frank Zappa sounds almost. And that's kind of cool. It just stays in one place more, and it's definitely useful. And then this little switch here is called the Inclination, and that's just different settings for where the two filters open, and it yields a bunch of different sounds. I like it right here a lot, but there's a lot of other useful ones too. I find this one's really glassy, like good for comping. And then this other knob over here is called diffraction, and what it is more or less like a fuzz effect, which is really cool. It makes it more synthy sounding, kind of more sci-fi-ish or something. And then there's one other knob down here called Occultation, which is a tiny little knob. You actually need like a little screwdriver to change it. But I think what this one's best for is, depending on what instrument you're plugging into it, because basses sound good through it, guitars sound good through it, what have you, is finding which spot you like best and more or less just leaving it. Because, you know, it's not like you're going to be on stage in the middle of a gig and get out your little jeweler's screwdriver. So I like to find one spot that I really like. I like around 6 o'clock sounds really cool. It's notched. It's not like a knob. There's different like rotary settings on it. But I like it about there. And the cool thing about this one that I like is I feel like it inspires you to play a little differently than you would normally play, because to get the filter to do what you want it to do, I feel like it requires like more of a heavy-handed kind of playing. So I feel like it makes you dig in a little more, and it also makes you play a little more rhythmically and like staccato-like, so that you can really hear the pedal do what it's meant to do. Not that you don't have to play like that. You can play really pretty open sounding stuff, and it's really neat too. But I like that it makes me play a little harder and dig in and play more staccato and like rigidly. But it's a very cool pedal. There's so many things you can do with it. Also on the back here, if you look, there's some little hidden stuff. Oh, it's closed up. But anyways, in the back, there's some extra little knobs in there that you need a little screwdriver to manipulate. One is for the output level, so you can change how loud the effect is. There's also a blend, which I found super useful because you can control the mixture of your unaffected dry sound with the effect, which I found really cool. And there's also a noise gate in it. If you find you like a sound but there's a little too much noise behind it, you can control that. So there's a lot of hidden features in this thing and a lot of cool stuff you can do with it, and it's just really fun to explore with, as pedals should be. You just sit around goofing with it at home till you find a sound that you like, and it's a lot of fun. I'm gonna play it a little more for a second, and then that'll be about all.